just can't stop, won't stop hustling. But I just
Greetings and salutations. Listen, I go by the name of the Black Abstract, aka I apologize because I did not see this versus going this way. Listen, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, make sure you like, subscribe, and notification bell. And if you're a returning subscriber, like my boy Edward Saunders, salute. Now let's get into it. Listen, I owe everybody an apology. I did a video a couple of weeks back about before the verses, I always do a matchup or a pre-prediction who I think will win. I had Fat Joe winning this, not by a landslide, but I had him winning it, and the reason was due to because I think he's just had a more consistent stay and relevancy in music versus Ja Rule, who kind of eclipsed his career eclipsed around 2003, 2004. But that showed it didn't matter. Obviously, Ja Rule has great stage presence. He's still in great shape for his age, and his songs hit just a tad bit better than a lot of Fat Joe's. But a lot of that goes with the DJing, placement, etc., etc. Now, I will say this versus was grade A trash talking. If you've been following me, one thing I love about these verses is trash talk, and this was some of the best. There was moments Fat Joe got visibly upset. You could see Ja Rule's getting to him a little bit. Ja Rule had to scale back a little bit, lighten the mood. What I love about these two is that they do have some kind of camaraderie and brotherhood amongst each other, which is evident if you watch Fat Joe's show when Ja Rule was a guest on there and they were talking about taking a trip to Brazil and going to the pavilions, which is like a hood out there in Brazil, and not almost making it, and it was crazy, et cetera, et cetera. There's this hood out in Brazil that paid top dollar, but it's super wild. Like, you go in this joint, it's a chance you might not make it out. Like, the police is like children, because don't nobody else want the fucking job, and police is getting killed and popped out there. It's crazy. Go watch that if you get a chance. But, yeah, I had Fat Joe winning this. I did not think, or I'm not saying I think, I really didn't think about them bringing people out, which is obviously like a new thing or a thing in versus. So when he brought out Remy Ma, pleasantly surprised. She looks great, and the fact she did Pun's verse on deep cover and sounded so good. Listen, they need to put that down on wax and update it. She sounded immaculate flowing Pun's verse, and it made me appreciate Pun's verse better. Hearing her say it because I heard the track a million times, but I had a newfound appreciation for what that man was saying on that track. That motherfucker Pun, man, he don't get enough credit. That boy was a monster. Um, then she did all the way up. And then listen, one thing about Remy Ma Love, she wanted to smoke. So she was getting in Ja's face being super disrespectful. But Ja ain't no chump, man. One thing about Ja Rule is very poised and he knows how to handle himself. He was like, yo, I love you too, Remy. Like, we good. And she like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, she said something slick to Ja Rule. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, Joe's friend. You know what I'm saying? They was getting super disrespectful. But Ja Rule kept it professional all the way. But Ja Rule was he was taking shots too. He was he was saying, I'm like, yeah, Ja, yeah. And the great thing about this, I really didn't have a dog in the fight. It ain't like no particular person I wanted to see win. It was just like who will win. I just thought Fat Joe, just coming from the Jada, seeing like a format, I thought he was going. I thought he just would have dominated. But like I said, DJ's playing a part in song placement is definitely a big part of it. So um, if he's playing fucking a street song, hit him with a smash. Or if he's playing, uh, he's doing this Tupac rendition. You know, you got something that could top that. Play. It's just like it seemed Joe was just all over the place, man. And then he started to get in his bag later, and he was kind of like it was almost leveling it out somewhat, but it was just too late at that point. But I love the fact at the end how they started just to compliment each other. And Joe, uh, he gave Shanti and Remy some Birkin bags. I thought that was just a class act. Yo, did y'all hear what he said about Little Mo and Vita? He said some crack. And he was like, "We're Black Tie." He combined Black Child and Freaky Tie and said, "We're Black Tie." I said, "Joe is a fucking idiot, dude." And if you watching live like me, I watched the whole thing. Irv Gotti was in the comments defending his guy, man. It was to the point it was so annoying though. It was like, all right, Gotti, we get it. We know we watching the verses. You don't have to give us a commentary on or just be so fucking arrogant or this. I don't know. It's just something about Irv Gotti I don't like. I don't know. It's just I just don't like the dude. But he's like, yo, this ain't a hit. And yeah, and then yeah, y'all keep bringing up 50, but y'all remember he got beat up, stabbed, and such and such. I'm like, dude, come on, like just stop. Like just a celebratory night. Yeah, Joe took the 50 shot, but shit, if anybody in that position would have took that, Ja handled it gracefully. When he said I should play Candy Shop, he said, shit, that shit whack too. And the point that I was trying to make about Fat Joe actually winning the verses was that I said he was consistent more than Ja. Like he had a longer run than Ja. And Ja made a point and said, yo, you've been doing this before me and you still doing it after me, but my shit hits harder. Like I had bigger records and that was on full display. And let's get it twisted. A lot of those records, like I said in my last review, when people got mad, I wasn't a fan of Ja Rule pop shit. I didn't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't for me. I was in the streets at that time. I didn't want to hear fucking uh I want to be your child. I wasn't listening to shit like that. I want to listen to R&B. I'm gonna play Mary J. Blige or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I listen to R&B. Usher was popping at that time. I want to listen to some fucking Usher or something. I didn't want to hear no fucking rapping niggas singing. You know what I mean? That was like taboo. Now the biggest rapper alive does it, but back then it was taboo and motherfuckers was getting mad. Or if you didn't like that era of music, like I just said 2002. I didn't say 2001. I say 2003. What did I like? I like when 50 Cent came out. I like when Kanye changed the game. I like shit like that. Like I like the higher street shit at that time. Um, but back to my point. Yeah. What else happened? Vita and Lil Mo got the brunt of it, which was a nice addition. Vita she's skinny, man. She always been skinny, but she her arm is like that big. Fat Joe apologized because I think Lil Mo Lil Mo called him out on it. So he did apologize on his Twitter about it, which was the right thing to do because that was unnecessary. And he was like, "Yo, all my people's rich." He had all his jewelry on full display. Nelly came out for Fat Joe, which I thought was good. I forgot about that song. I'll be honest with you. I'm again. It's a dope song though, but I forgot about that song. Um, would have been dope if Lil Wayne would have came out. Been a dope if J Lo would have came out, but obviously those relationships are severed with J Lo and Murder Inc. Lil Wayne probably is. Who knows? He probably didn't even know it was a versus going on. And Ashanti. Oh, she looked aside from looking amazing, hell of a performer. Class act. Nelly made sure he went over to get that hug. Did you see that? Wouldn't be surprised if Shanti and Nelly rumors start popping up again. Nelly, man, they was performing fucking New York, and Nelly almost ran into Fat Joe. That's how he was walking over. He said, "I'm gonna get my hug." He said, "I'm shooting my shot. I don't blame you, big dog. Shoot your shot." Yeah. In the finale of it, I was obviously Jadakiss. Jadakiss came out, and which I knew he would. Or I hoped he would. And I love the fact that at the end they just started showing each other love and complimenting each other because it could have went sideways. They were taking shots at each other. But like I said, man, they both been in this game for a while and they know each other. It ain't like these is just two people that don't know each other. You could tell they obviously knew each other, and you can tell the people that really don't fuck with each other. Like look at the Rick Ross and 2 Chainz. Uh, they was just make sure they wasn't saying nothing crazy, disrespectful, because it could have went sideways. You know what I'm saying? And you could see how mad 2 Chainz was the next morning when everybody declared him the loser. So, but it was a great night. I'm gonna do a round by round, and let's see who really run. Cause listen, y'all got your opinion, but mine is the only one that matters. No, I'm just kidding. So let's do a song by song, round by round. Uh, and let's break it down. Let's see who really won. So this is what we got. We got round one, Fat Joe, Flo Joe featuring Ja Rule featuring Jay-Z and DMX. It's murder. Listen, This trio was supposed to be a legendary trio. If you don't know, they're supposed to be a group called the Murderers, I believe, or Murder Inc. That's what they were. They were the official Murder Inc. Before it was even a record label. I think Jay Z, DMX, and Ja were called Murder Inc. And they had maybe I believe 2, 3 songs together. Two, Murdergram, and then it's Murder. Murdergram, DMX got off on, and then it's Murder Jay Z got off on to me. Ja was just somewhere in the middle. He wasn't really he wasn't really that popular. But he did good on this song too. But round one, come on, I gotta go with It's Murder. Come on, Flojo, like serious, like huh? What? Yeah, Ja Rule got that one. Round two, and I'm gonna try to speed through this. I ain't trying to hold y'all up. I know niggas got shit to do. Round two, Fat Joe, My Lifestyle, featuring Jay Z, featuring Ja Rule and Emil. Can I get her? This is the first time I ever saw Ja Rule, and I was like, I thought it was DMX at first. I'm like, who the hell is this dude? But hey, I didn't pay no attention to it. I just thought he was maybe somebody Jay Z owed a favor to, and I'll never see him again. I was wrong. Can I? I'm gonna go with Can I Get Her? This is obviously the track that started his career, which happened to be Ja Rule's track, by the way. If you don't know the story about this was Ja Rule's track. Jay Z heard this track in the studio because he cool Irv Gotti and decided to ask Ja for the record, and Ja gave him the record, and Jay Z just put his 1-2 on it. But yeah, this was Ja Rule's record originally. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Can I Get Her? Round three, LL Cool J featuring Keith Murray, Foxy Brown and Fat Joe, I Shot Your Remix versus Jay Z featuring Ja Rule and DMX, Murdergram. Uh, that's a tough one. I would go with I Shot You, just because I Shot You was a little more polished. Had some classic verses on there from everybody. And Murdergram was a decent song, but DMX was the only one that really came off on that. Um, yeah, I would go I Was Shot You, man. That beat is fucking classic too, and it was a pop disc. Round four, Big L featuring Fat Joe, The Enemy versus Ja Rule, Holla Holla. I'm gonna go with Holla Holla. Rest in peace to Big L, legend. But Holla Holla was the track that after I Can I Get Her, it was Holla Holla. This was Ja Rule's first single ever. His official single. Put him on. And Vinny Vidi Vici is a classic album to me. Round five, MOP featuring Remy Ma, Ania remix, Fat Joe and Big Pun. Woo! And Twins Deep Cover versus Ja Rule featuring Christina Milian, Between Me and You. Uh, this is tough. Oh man, everything. I'm a damn. This sucks. This is a street record versus a class. I'm gonna go with fucking. I'm gonna go with Between Me and You. Like, let's be honest. Like, you gonna put that on before you put. I don't know, man. Annie Up was hard though, dude. This is tough. This is tough right here. And it's two songs versus one. Twins Deep Cover now. And I like how Remy was cut. I'm gonna go with that one. Fuck it. I'm gonna go with that one. Let me throw Fat Joe a bone. Cause yeah, the way Remy came in was spitting pun shit. That was hard. And then Annie Up is a fucking the robbing niggas anthem. Um, was it round six? Fat Joe featuring Remy Ma, All the Way Up featuring Ja Rule and Case, Living It Up. I hated that song. All the Way Up wins. Let me see what we got. Round seven, Fat Joe featuring Nas, Big Pun, Jada Kiss and Raekwon, John Blaze. And Still Not a Player versus Ja Rule featuring Charlie Baltimore and Down as Beer. Listen, I'm going with Fat Joe. That was another song I didn't really care for Ja Rule. Uh, Ride for me, die for me. Yeah, nah, I wasn't rocking that. I wasn't jocking that shit. I'm telling you, man. It sounded good on stage though. I ain't gonna lie. It aged well. I ain't gonna lie. It really aged well. It was a bop. But nah, not for your boy. All right, listen. Yeah, Fat Joe. I think Fat Joe got that, and he got some. Listen, John Blaze got Nas, Big Pun, Jada Kiss, and Raekwon. Yeah, enough said. Uh, round eight, Fat Joe featuring Jeezy. Haha, Slow Down versus Ja Rule featuring Lil Mo and Vita Peter. Put it on me, baby girl. Put it on me. Listen, this is one of the first songs when Ja Rule first started going super poppy. I think it was Always on Time and then this one, or it might have been this one and Always on Time, or maybe it was Put It Between Me and You. I don't know. We either way. I liked it. Put It on Me. I did like that joint. That was a bop. And I thought Vita was like fucking the next to blow female rapper. She was nice to me. Round 9, Fat Joe featuring Puff Daddy, Don Cartagena versus Ja Rule featuring Bobby Brown. Thug loving. And I know you're getting bored dealing with him. I like Don Cartagena, dude. That's my favorite Fat Joe album, first of all. And then secondly, I didn't like Thug Loving. I never liked that song. I'm gonna go with Don Cartagena. Um even though that's a classic Bobby Brown, that's classic Bobby Brown. In terms of hip hop, I fuck with Don Cartagena more. Round 10, DJ Khaled featuring T-Pain, Ludacris, Fat Joe, All I Do Is One remix versus Ja Rule, So Much Pain. I'm gonna go with DJ Khaled, T-Pain, Ludacris, Fat Joe. All I do is win. That's still a bop. Ja Rule, So Much Pain is a dope street track, but it's just a Pac remake. I don't really fuck with it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I like Pac version better. You know what I'm saying? And I think Pac was a realer nigga than him. But that's neither here nor there. What else we got, man? Hold on, I gotta go to the next page or some shit. Baby, say yeah. All right, page 2. Okay. So the second half they had an intermission. Ja Rule went first to start off the second half. Round 11, Ja Rule, The Crown. J-Lo featuring Ja Rule, Ain't It Funny? Remix versus Fat Joe, DJ Khaled, Anamorph Sunshine. Come on. I'm gonna go with J-Lo and Ja Rule for that. Yeah. Ain't it fun? Yada da da da. Let me see. That was a bop. Round 12, Ja Rule, Down For You versus Fat Joe and Dre. So excited. Listen, I love So Excited. I used to play the fuck out this song. So excited. And I love Dre when he do hooks from Cool and Dre. I like that dude, man. He do some a lot of sweet hooks and they kind of get unnoticed for whatever reason. Even that project they had together was dope. But listen, I'm gonna go with Down For You, man, for that. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna go with Down For You. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the better track. Charlie Baltimore, Vita and Ashanti. I wanna be your chick. I'll be down for you. All right, round 13, Ja Rule, Destiny outro, The Last Temptation album versus Fat Joe, Cardi B, and Annual A. Yes, Fat Joe. Come on, stop it. Round 14, Mary J. Blige featuring Ja Rule, Rainy Days, them stars away versus Fat Joe featuring Chris Brown. Another round. Listen, man. Listen. I used to play the hell out of Another Round, dude. I used to play this track in the fucking ground. Like on repeat. Brian just bought this was my shit. Don't I text the girls. I text girls, yo, don't you be holding back my love and shit. Just a little something, you know what I mean? They like, oh, you so silly. I love that song. This was my shit. But Rainy Days, man, that was a hard track by Ja Rule. I'm not even going. And it's got Mary J. Blige, who is my favorite singer of all time. Uh, I just think Rainy Days is just a better overall song when it comes to just what it embodies and how it was executed. I love Another Round though. I do, man. And you know what? That's a tie. I'm gonna put fuck that. That's a tie. We not no. I ain't gotta choose. Tie. Both. I like both of them shits. All right, round 15. Ja Rule, clap back. We gonna clap back versus Fat Joe feature Jay Holly. I won't tell. I'm gonna go. Fuck. This is hard. Now you playing the street shit versus the. I'm gonna go with Fat Joe on that, man. That was a smooth joint. That clap back was hard too for Ja. Round 16, Ja Rule featuring Little Mo, I Cry versus Fat Joe featuring Nelly, Get It Poppin'. I'm gonna go with I Cry because I think Ja Rule got robbed in that video or something. Anyway, Ja Rule featuring Ashanti, Mesmerize featuring Fat Joe featuring Ashanti and Ja Rule. What's Love? I'm gonna go with What's Love. I hated that fucking Mesmerize, especially how they was dressed like Grease or whatever. Not for me. I didn't even like What's Love all like that, to be honest with you, too, because I think Ja Rule was on it and I didn't like him at the time. Round 18, Ja Rule featuring Shanti, Always on Time, featuring Fat Joe, Lil Wayne, Make It Rain. Hey. Oh, Always on Time all day. Come on. Round 19, J-Lo featuring Ja Rule, I'm Real versus Fat Joe featuring Remy Ma, Lean Back. Lean Back. Come on, stop it. Stop playing. Round 20, Ja Rule featuring Fat Joe and Jadakiss, New York. And yes, Jadakiss is still outside. Listen, I don't know, man. It's tough. I wasn't just marking those, but it seemed I don't know. It seemed like Ja Rule. Ja Rule took it, man. Let's be honest. It's just all about your opinion, though. But a lot of those rounds was all about delivery, and it was all about delivery and execution at the end of the day. And I think Ja Rule delivered. His stage presence is uncanny. Fat Joe as well, but I think it was just about song placement at the time when earlier rounds. I think towards the later rounds, Joe found his footing or his DJ found it, and I think the tide started to change. But over and all, hip hop won. I know everybody say that, but it really did, dude. Because you got to think about, man, these is two rappers at the forefront, getting a million eyes. Everybody's talking about this. So ultimately, hip hop wins. That's why I didn't do a video on the VMAs who won, because hip hop is the most popular art form right now. You just got releases from Donda, from Kanye, and then Drake, and then that's none of that celebrated at the VMAs. Like, why Drake ain't performing there? Why Kanye not performing there? Somebody, you got Lil Nas X performing. He not a representation of the essence of true hip hop. Wouldn't even consider him a hip hop artist. He more like a whatever he is, whatever category he want to be. He not rap though. And the fact that that's not celebrated, like who listening to all these pop records? Like, you remember NSYNC and shit was at the forefront of music. Yeah, I can honestly say people I knew was listening to that. You know what I'm saying? Like white people I knew, white people or whatever, was actually listening to NSYNC and Britney Spears and all this, and you understood that. But now it's like, yo, who listening to this crap? Ain't nobody listening to these songs. Everybody listening to hip hop, rap. And why is that not celebrated? We gotta fucking go to the double XL or BET Awards just to get celebrated for something that everybody's. I'm going on a tangent. Listen, make sure you like, subscribe, leave in the comments below who you think won. Leave any moments that I didn't highlight in the comments. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna be down there hollering at y'all. And listen, it's murder. No, I'm just playing. All right, till next time. Peace.